Jomen culture, the earliest major culture of prehistoric Japan, characterized by pottery decorated with chord pattern Jomen impressions or reliefs. For some time, there had been an uncertainty about assigning dates to the Jomen period, particularly to its onset. The earliest date given is about 10,500 BCE, which is described by scholars favoring it as the beginning of the incipient Jomen period that lasted until approximately 8,000 BCE. Others prefer a later start date, which may range between 7,500 and 4,500 BCE. Depending on the interpretation of the archaeological evidence, most generally agree that the period ended about 300 BCE, coinciding approximately with the rise of the Yahoi culture. The origins of the Jomen culture remain uncertain, although similarities with early cultures of the northeastern Asian and even American are often cited. The artifacts of this Neolithic or New Stone Age culture have been uncovered in numerous sites from northern island of Hokkaido to the southern Ryukyu archipelago, but they appear most commonly in east central and eastern Honshu, where the culture survived longest. The Jomen people lived in small communities, mainly in sunken pit dwellings situated near inland rivers or along the seacoast, and subsisted primarily by hunting, fishing, and gathering. Excavations suggest that an early form of agriculture may have also been practiced by the end of the period. The distinctive Jomen pottery first made the incipient period was shaped from the unrefined low-fired clay. Because the potter's wheel was unknown, manual methods were utilized, particularly the coiling method, that is, preparing the clay in the shape of a rope and coiling it spiraling upward. Vessels were simply heaped up and baked in open fires. Early forms were limited to simple jars and bowls, but later Jomen pottery, including figurines that probably represented fertility symbols, were more varied in style and function. Figurines dated from the middle, late, and final periods, from 2500 to 300 BCE, demonstrated increasing technical and artistic skill and the rising importance of ritual practice, and they often surpassed the craftsmanship of other Stone Age cultures. Stone and bone tools, as well as wooden bowls, have also been found in Jomen sites. Knives, axe, and grinding rocks have been dated at least as far back as the initial Jomen period, 8,000 to 5,000 BCE. By the early Jomen period, 5,000 to 2,500 BCE, woven baskets, bone needles, and earthenware, cooking, and storage vessels were being made for regular use. There is evidence that during this time, the inhabitants of the Japanese islands traded regularly with those on the Korean peninsula. Excavated heaps suggest that by the middle Jomen period, 2500 to 1500 BCE, more permanent settlements were starting to form. And as people moved toward the coast in the late Jomen period, from 1500 to 1000 BCE, fishing implements and techniques such as deep-sea fishing and toggle harpoons were developed. The final Jomen period, from 1000 to 300 BCE, which transitions into the Heiau period, is believed to be in the time in which rice cultivation was introduced to Japan.